your friendly neighbourhood non-binary author again. Do excuse me for looking a bit like crap, but I have literally just come out of the gym. It's been leg day. Every moment of it absolutely sucked. My legs feel like jelly. But hey, we're getting there. But I've digressed, which most of you should be used to by now. I just want to have a quick video about the use of mental health in my novels, as it's a very, very important subject for me. But to understand that, I'm going to tell you a little story. And basically, as anyone to my social media profiles, I forgot the word for profiles then, no, I'm very vocal about my mental health. I have really good days. I have really bad days. I have middling days. I have days where I'm hyper. And I have days where I'm extremely lethargic. And that's okay. Of course that's okay. And what I like to do, and that's for two reasons really. And yes, I'm resting because my legs are killing me. It's a simple fact. I like to give some of my characters, especially characters like Naz, Satala, to a lesser extent Reba from Time to Burn. Some of the issues that I have either dealt with in the past or I'm dealing with now. As an author who came out of a relationship that wasn't good for either participants, myself or my ex-wife, I've had to, and then this is going to sound like such a goddamn cliche, but I've had to find out who I actually am. And I've done that through my writing. Since the success of the Mother Dearest trilogy, and no, this isn't a promotion post, it's just that I used that one the most for basically making sense of the things that are in my head. Since the success of that one, like the whole trilogy in fact, where there's a whole arc in amongst all the gods, the demons, the monsters, the magic, the other worlds. There's a whole overarching storyline where, as you know if you've read it obviously, where the character of Naz goes on his own journey. Never mind all the gay shit with magic, as that Twitter troll so very nicely called it, which has now become my brand, which I'm so proud of. I'm not included. Intended. He goes on this whole journey amongst all this weird shit happening, amongst all the gods and the goddesses, the demons, the other worlds, the magic. He goes on his own journey to come to terms with his mental health, to come to terms with his personality, to come to terms with his sexuality, to come to terms with his gender identity. And that's kind of an obviously fictionalised and dramatised version of the journey I've been on. Since writing the trilogy, I have come out as pansexual and non-binary. And feel that how to explain it? Just the words now. As a way of making sense of it all, the book was a great form of catharsis, and it was a great exercise for me to create the characters that I wanted to see, that I wanted to see represented. That came with it a lot of abuse from certain circles. There has been and is still a lot of abuse held my way whenever I promote them. And you know what? That's okay. Yeah, I can't change how other people act. I can't change how other people see me or my work. All I can do is I can work on how I react to certain triggers like that. And for want of a better way of explaining it, what is the point of me worrying about someone's view when it's that abhorrent, that bigoted, that offensive, when chances are I'm never going to hear from them again. I'm never going to see them. I'm never going to meet them. I'm never going to bump into them. But it can take a toll. Of course it can. And that's why last week I put out on my Twitter that I was going to take a step back from my writing for a little bit. I'm still promoting the books I've got out there because otherwise, how are people going to find them? How are people going to buy them? How are people going to read them if I don't? But I announced that I was going to take a break from my writing for a little bit, and that was largely in part because of that. And it still is. I've done a little bit here and there. I've gone on a story. Don't know if I'll put it out. Like, the passion to do so is kind of gone for now. But at least I've gotten some words down on, I say paper, but it's on a screen. But like, a good way of looking at that is at least some of it got done. Like, even if it was just 2 words, it would be better than no words. So I'm proud of that. That shows quite a few steps forward for me. Because otherwise I would just think, why bother, and just not bother. And why that can be a good coping mechanism for some, it doesn't work for me. If it works for you, that's fair enough, but it doesn't work for me. I like to feel like I'm busy. I like to feel that I've got a target to hit. I like to feel that I've got something to achieve. Writing wise, I've got a lot still to achieve. Yes, The Mother Dearest trilogy has been a multi-time award nominated series. Yes, I've won awards for the comic books I used to do, which I wanted to get back into doing it. But it's not all about that. It's not about hitting my sales targets. Although I do set myself targets because I like to push myself. But it's not about that for me. If I, in 6 months, get just one message from someone saying that they liked the book, or even if they gave constructive criticism on how to improve, I am so happy at that. That absolutely makes my day when people do that. It makes my day when people share my book, even if, I say book, it's books, I've got 7 out, including that short story collection. I love it when people share my work, even if it's not their cup of tea, even if it's not their kind of thing. But they share it knowing that they know someone that might think, ooh, I'll have a bit of that. Sounds a bit good. And my Kentness is coming out there. I'll have a bit of that. But the mental health aspects in my books are always a very strong point for me. You'll notice in Flesh Tones that there is a story called The Black Dog in the Night. That's a story based solely on how bad depressive moments can get for people, about how it's okay to reach out for help, about how it's okay to struggle, but how it also points out how some people can get so tired of struggling, get so tired of every single day, every single moment in some sort of battle, that sometimes they just can't see their way through that, and that's okay too. Like, no judgment from me whatsoever. I've been there many times, so no judgment at all. And so I like to put a lot of that kind of thing in my books, and if one person says to me, I read that and it resonated, and what a great word resonated is. It doesn't get used often enough, but what a great thing to say to someone when they've based something on themselves, when they've based something they're so passionate about, when they've based something on maybe their own experiences, and someone says that it has resonated with them. That is such a great feeling. That is something that no one can take away from you, especially as a writer, as a reader, even if someone that just hovers over social media, which can be an absolute like suckage of time. Sometimes it can help vastly, and it has done. I've met a great many people through social media, like the authors M.G. Mason, who, if you've not checked out the Salmon Weird books, go for it. They tackle all sorts of subjects like grief, loss, sexual identity, and like just it's a beautiful series of books. With some amazing covers as well. What more could you want? It's a book about a detective who's alive who investigates the murder of a ghost. So, what more could you want? But like, also authors like Barbara Eva, author of Sacrilege, amongst other books. Sacrilege is legitimately one of my favourite books I've ever read. Authors like Kathleen Stone. Seriously, read Hey Jude by them. They're amazing. You've got Sarah Jane Huntington. There's just so many authors out there. E.M. Harding. Another one, Labours of Stone, a great book. A lot of them put a lot of hints towards mental health, towards struggling, towards identities in their books as well. And to include that is such a good thing, because I live in hope that one day there won't be such a stigma about mental health. There won't be such a issue about speaking it out when you're struggling. That it will be easier to go out there and get the help that you need. Like, I was lucky. I'm one of the lucky ones. And yes, I nearly dropped the phone. I was one of the lucky ones. I had a great, and I mean great therapist, by the name of Victoria Sumner from Rutland House, and no, Alma House, sorry, not Rutland House. Vic Sumner at Alma House, who, no word of a lie, has helped me more than anyone ever could. She's such a great therapist. So if you need one and you're in the UK, contact Alma House. They're amazing. They go above and beyond for the people they help, and believe me, they help. Or use some of the many helplines out there. They're there to help. There's no shame in that. Just remember to do something for you. Even if it's just you read a book where one of the characters is struggling in the same way as you are. Or perhaps they have been through something that is similar to what you've gone through. Or even if you're just reading as a way of escaping from things, even if it's just for an hour or so. Hell, even if it's just for 10 minutes or so. Because that really helps, truly it does. It helps more than anything. And don't be afraid to go to your doctor and say that, look, I need some help here. I mean, I myself, I'm on antidepressants. There's no shame in that. I go to therapy, there's no shame in that. And I'm lucky to be surrounded by such great friends who have been so patient with me as I'm learning, as I'm healing. I've got two great kids, a 14-year-old called Cyrus, and my little daughter, Faye, who's 3. Both of them are adorable in their own very distinct, different ways. I've got an amazing partner called Golda, whose name you all might recognise from Time to Burn, because we co-wrote that together. She's helped me see that I'm worth a lot more than I think I'm worth. Now, it's a work in progress, like most things. And just like with my books, I am taking my own sweet-ass time with it. But I'm doing things like today, like going to the gym. Yes, my legs feel like jelly. Yes, I ache in every possible part that can ache. And And yes, in some parts that I didn't know could ache. But you know what? I'm proud of myself. I got up. I got out there. I went to the gym. Now, would I keep that momentum going? I don't know. This is my second attempt at this. I go to the gym, getting fitter, liking myself more, like in the last 3 months. So you know what? I'm going to give it a go. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. I'll sit back for a bit, I'll dust myself off, and I'll have another go. And there's something that the wrestler Kevin Owens always says, because he's a very big advocate for mental health work. And he also always says, just keep fighting. Always keep fighting. And you know what? That's so true. There are going to be battles you can't win. You can't win them all. But there are also battles that you can win. And I'm winning mine right now. I'm out and about. The sun is shining. I've been to the gym. I'm going off to get some shopping. Get some food shopping. And now I'm going to go back. Maybe I'll stick some more words down in my thing I'm working on. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do some social media posts. Maybe I won't. I don't know yet. I honestly don't know yet. But you know what? Thank you for reading all my books. Thank you for reading all my characters. As lame as it sounds, and as cliched as it sounds, each one is a part of me. Satara, despite all his issues, all his troubles. Sorry, I said his there. I'm a bit distracted today, so I do apologise for that. Satala, the non-binary siren, all their issues, all the things that happened in their past. Yet they're still confident in themselves. Despite having their down moments, they've got a kind heart. They help people. That's how I wish I could be. I wish I could be more like that. And that's his journey of being someone scared of his own shadows, scared of his own mistakes, going through his own journey. I'm saying, look, I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm doing my best. It's another side of me. You've got Snow. She's a transgender character that has gotten a lot of abuse from certain circles on social media, and I bet you can guess what circles those are. This is a transgender lesbian who looks after the children under her care. I wish I could be as confident and strong as that character could be. And a lot of and that's just a couple. A lot of the characters I write, I either write as a way of making sense in my head sometimes. I write in the hope that one day I can be a little bit like them. I even write them for the sake of representation being so important and so needed these days, so that when my son is old enough to read them, they will look at the characters and they will see LGBTQ characters that they identify with. They will see people that struggle, that they identify with. They will see people that overcome great obstacles that they will identify with, and that to me is so important. That's so much more than what I can be and what I can give. So I hope that by writing my comics and books the way I do, by writing the characters the way I do, that hopefully that happens. But like, the mental health is getting there. The writing's helping. Seeing my daughter's helping. In fact, I'm seeing her again on the 4th. That'll be lovely. Getting to see her on the 18th, which is just before Father's Day in the UK. So that's amazing. Big thank you to my ex-mother-in-law for helping sort that out, and for my ex-wife sorting that out as well. Because I really appreciate that. But I'm going to leave you with one thing. I can't actually remember who said it, so I do apologise. But someone once said to me, The road to healing will be hard, because one of the hardest things that you will find while healing is the simple fact that to heal, you have to accept that sometimes you're the person that has given someone something to heal from. Sometimes you are the cause of a hurt or of an upset. And that to me has been the biggest eye-opener for me, hearing that. Because I'm not perfect, I've done things that I am ashamed of. I've done things that upset me to this day. I have pushed people away. I have said things that, while I haven't meant, that were designed to get a reaction, and they did. It's cost me a lot of friendships, relationships, all sorts. But I'm healing. And I truly hope that those people are too. I wish, honestly, nothing but the best for them. But the biggest part of healing, the biggest part of anything, is to accept when you're the person that is the problem. Once you've accepted that, once you have taken that into account, once you have accepted your part in things that haven't gone the way you wanted them to, then you can make your next step into healing. And doing that is when you accept who you are, accept the things you need to fix, and not only that, but accept the things that you can't fix. Because there will be things that you can't fix. You're not a superhero. You can't turn back time like Marty McFly or Doctor Who and change the things you don't like. Once things have happened, they have happened. All you can hope to do is make sense of them. Whether you're the cause of them, or whether someone else is the cause of them. That can change things. That can change how you handle them. That can change how you should handle them. If it's you that are the cause of them, accept that and try and find a way to move on from that. Sometimes you can repair that, sometimes you can't. It's that simple. You just have to accept that, and you just have to accept that if you can't repair it, that is well within the rights of the other person to say that. Because all you can do is control how you react and how you act. And that's a lesson I tell my son Cyrus a lot. All you can do is accept how you act, accept how you react, and if you get it wrong, to also accept that and to learn from it. So if you take anything on board from this really long video, which was only meant to be a short for YouTube, but it's turned into a 20+ minute rant, or advice depending on where you look at it from, what direction you take it, just remember, if someone does you wrong, it's how you act that can define you from that. If you do someone wrong, that's your responsibility to accept that you did. And if you can't fix it, try to fix yourself. So remember that. The journey to good mental health isn't easy. It's not something you can just go from A to B and be done. It's something that's a lifelong thing, and that is a hard lesson to learn. As is, sometimes you're the person that needs to be healed, and sometimes you're the person that needs to accept that someone needs to be healed from you. But with that in mind, I love you all, my sweethearts. Have a wonderful day, and I hope it's as sunny and as lovely as it is here in Leicester. And my inbox is always open. Even if I don't, my inbox is always open. If you want to talk about mental health or about anything really, even if you just want to come talk to me about random crap, random bullshit, TV shows you like, books you like, comics you're reading, things you're drawing, things you're making, please do. Honestly, please do. I'm awkward as hell. And not great at conversations. I'll give it a go. I will talk to you soon. And hopefully
the efforts of the year as well.